This is Trillium from Trillium Healing Arts. I'm an emotion code, Reiki, and quantum healing hypnosis practitioner. Today I'm going to be talking about anger and why it's important to feel it. But first, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So emotions are extremely complex and nuanced. I'm going to do my best to try to scratch the surface on the topic of anger. So anger is usually a symptom. Sometimes it can be a symptom of grief, of loss. Other reasons anger can show up as, if someone had encountered injustice, or anger can be because of fear, from betrayal, from being stressed out, from unmet expectations, physical discomfort, poor communication, past trauma, such as, triggers, jealousy, and many other things. But for this talk, I'm going to be talking about how anger is usually an indication of either an unmet need, some sort of pain point, or a trigger from the past. So the reason why it's important to feel our anger is because if we do not, we actually may push it down, and then it can get lodged energetically in our organs, our tissues, leading to some sort of physical imbalance. Most commonly, it can lead to cancer, like specifically liver cancer. It's well known in Chinese medicine that that's how it manifests. So our body, when we have a dis-ease, it is indicating some sort of imbalance or something that's unaddressed. It's like little alarm bells whenever we are unwell. So in regards to anger, if we don't allow ourselves to feel it, it can be very problematic. And it's problematic because a lot of the time we're told to just let it go and don't get angry, that being angry is it's an unwanted and frowned upon feeling, but I think I'd like to challenge that and say that it's okay to feel our anger, but maybe not ruminate on it. Because it can be very good for introspection and figuring out, what is the root cause. So once you identify the root cause, or if there's any triggers from the past which need to be addressed, then you can take steps to helping cope with the anger, such as meditation, breathing techniques, stepping away, just observing the anger, writing about the anger. You can channel it into physical activity or working out, relaxation, self-care, making sure you're getting enough sleep, things like that. And there's many more. But also, as far as anger, anger can happen when you're unable to communicate clearly. So it's good to be, practice self-awareness on whatever that pain point is, and then communicating about it. Now, unfortunately, some people will overstep when you draw a boundary and not respect it. And after communicating several times, what your needs are, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate, it's important, if people don't meet you, and this is very important, that you walk away. Because if you tolerate something again and again and again, then your words have no weight, they have no meaning. So if you draw a boundary, stick to that boundary. Don't just say hey, I need you to respect me, and then someone disrespects you, but you allow the disrespect. So then by allowing it, it is now in your hands for sticking around and allowing the bad behavior. So anger can be channeled as a force for good. It can be used to galvanize into action. It can be used to create. You can use it to achieve your goals. You can channel it into art, into writing, into advocacy for whatever you believe in. Anger is, it's a complex feeling. And what I've noticed is in the emotion code, when I've cleared people, anger was just the top layer. Usually when I clear people, there's like 4 different layers for some reason. So there's like anger, and then there's hate, and then there's resentment. But when you get to the bottom of it, it's usually some sort of pain, like sadness, or it usually stems from them not having something they want gotten. This happens especially with very sensitive types. It can be used as a defense mechanism. So say someone had their feelings hurt, and instead of communicating like, hey, when you did that, like, it really hurt my feelings, they're like, I don't have feelings, I F them, I am angry, I am mad, they don't even care, instead of actually being direct and identifying the core thing. So let's see, any other, as far as, just jealousy too, which is also very, very complex. When it comes to relational jealousy, I think part of that is biological. Some of that actually stems from insecurity. Some of that stems from feelings of unworthiness. When you go really deep, the top layer of emotions are just mask. And they say that these masking emotions are keeping us from confronting the deeper ones, which, we have to be vulnerable. It's much easier to try to be like tough and angry and push people away than like identifying these deep wounds, which can be a little bit scary and can make people seem weak, and most people don't want to seem weak. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I know this is very, very complex, so I please invite you to share your experiences down in the comment box. Any other things that I might have missed. Tell me an experience that you had in regards to anger, or tell me a time when somebody was angry but you knew it came from a deeper place. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, please subscribe, like, share, comment. It means so much to me. Hope you have a blessed and wonderful day. Sending you love and light.